Hey, I just want to give you a tip for relationships. Stop trying to love yourself through other people. This is going to allow you to reduce the amount of disappointment that you have in relationships and allow you to increase the amount of appreciation you have for them at all. Where I'm trying to go with this is hopefully going to get all of us to a place where we can focus more on that appreciation aspect rather than the expectations of relationships and projecting responsibilities that we might have the ability to control onto other people, so we don't have to be the ones taking direct blame for failures within a relationship or reasons why the relationship did fail. This is why I say don't love yourself through other people. Love yourself enough to be able to put yourself out into the world selflessly and allow people who appreciate you in your fullness to be able to come closer to engage and accommodate and appreciate your experience. But it's very, very, very important we all understand that many people are running away from that very, very important experience of solitude and understanding, do I even love myself enough to sit in a room with myself and fully immerse myself in the thoughts and the dreams and desires that I have? Many people can't do that. So let's focus on that being step one. Can I exist in my own body without the assistance of drug, without the assistance of external validation, without the assistance of some kind of mask or material object? And then we can focus on the relationships or the people in relationships outside of us. But I know it's never really coming from a negative place or like a ill-intentioned place, attempting to love ourselves through the people that we like or we respect, but it's unhealthy because that ends up developing an animosity and a resentment within us when the person that we are inspired by or we would like to live like needs to make a change in their identity to accommodate their own lifestyle or wellness or well-being. And then we are now void of this identity that we've attached ourselves to for the inspiration and we were supposed to give ourselves. You see what I'm saying here? Instead of allowing that person or that environment or that entity, whatever that is, instead of allowing that to inspire you to take responsibility for what you needed to in your life, to be a reflection of that person or that being that inspires you so much, you have attached yourself to this person in this specific identity. So you can feed off of whatever kind of validation you get by proxy or whatever kind of accommodation you get by being in relation to this identity or in association with it. Now you're slowly, as you release the personal responsibility for becoming something of your own standing, you're now holding this other person to the expectations that you should be holding yourself to. And inevitably, you will be disappointed by them disappointing your expectations that you are projecting onto them because of what you would do in their circumstances, which is really stay as close to you as possible so you don't actually have to be isolated or independent enough to create your own value. It's never going to be about cutting your whole entire self off from reality and just you're the only person that can love you right and blah 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 blah. Like none of this like toxic self-love talk I'm going to be promoting on my page. I'm saying, who is me? How can I fully love me as much as I can? And then how can I create funnels or at least pathways for other people outside of me to respect me at the level that I have decided I respect myself at, and then to appreciate the level at which I love and respect myself at. And if you can't do that for me in relationship, we don't need to be in relationship. And this extends beyond intimate relationships, but even platonic. What if we aren't helping each other grow on this journey in some way, shape, or form, we are decaying each other, or we're obstructing each other from the path we're truly supposed to be on. Why don't we just speed up the process and get to where we're trying to go a little bit faster instead of wasting each other's time? And just to make sure that I get to this right now at this point in the video, even if you do try to love yourself through another person, you're going to literally have them on a hamster wheel of validation seeking, because nobody, and them specifically, will never be able to love you at the depths at which you need to be able to love you at, or you should have been reinforced to love you at. And you are literally holding somebody, an independent person, to an impossible standard. And now that is probably causing rifts in the relationship. And you guys both want to blame each other instead of seeing, oh my goodness, there are some aspects of my life that I need to just be there for, and just respect that to be in relationship with you, this might not be as much a priority to you as it is to me. But if we still respect each other in our humanity, then it's okay for us to continue to maintain this relationship. So the point of this whole entire conversation is to get to a place where not only are you okay to love yourself when you're in a new land, a new environment, in a new community, when you're in a lonely space, can you still continue to cultivate that love and respect for yourself? But when people do come to love and appreciate you, not only can you discern the people who are only doing it as a means to manipulate you and abuse you, but you also get to see the unique ways that other people choose with their own intention to love and appreciate you. And that is a beautiful part of this human journey, because that's something that you don't have to force out of people. You allow people to show you out of the goodness of their heart. No expectations behind it, just pure intention.